Hello and welcome to Tech. I am Mohammad Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about performance tuning part 3. It is understanding relationship in Power BI. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notification. Now let's get started. Understanding of relationship between the tables is really an important factor in Power BI and its performance and also to get the correct result of it. So I recommend you to please watch this video till the end to get the clear understanding of the relationship and how it works together. Now let's have a look at the model view here. In this example, I have three tables, that is country region, sales territory and sales by group. And as country region is one to many relationship between sales territory and sales territory sales group has many to one relationship. For the relationship, you need to go to modeling tab and then manage relationship. If the data source is from SQL Server, then it will detect automatically the relationship between the tables. If not, click auto detect, or else you can also create a new one. Here it is already created one, so I'm going to edit here. So the first table is the sales territory. It has the country code, country region code, US, that is many rows here. And in the master table is country region, it is only one value available as it is master table. And if you look at this cardinality, there are four types of cardinality here. One is many to one, one to many, and many to many. We'll walk through all these things here. Many to one relationship is this the example. The top table has multiple rows of the same value, whereas the bottom table have only unique records in each and every row. So that is called many to one. The many will have a star symbol and one will have one symbol. The same goes with the one to many relationship. If the data table is the country region is on top and sales territory is below here, then it will treat as one to many relationship. If you look at this indicator here at the bottom, it shows that the cardinality you specified isn't valid for this relationship because I have selected one to many. If you look at this country region code, the US has many rows here, so it clearly understands that it is not able to make the relationship one to many in this scenario. Many to one and one to many, both of them are similar, but the thing is we need to select the table position top or bottom correctly. The next one is one to one. Say for example, you have two data sources, one is from the SQL server and one is from IoT devices, from which the users is going to entry on your application using the ERP software, and it is stored on the SQL server, and the IoT devices are pushing the data to your server as well. In that case, on two of the data sources you need to keep the master table, and if you want to make the relationship between these two tables, you have to select the one-to-one relationship because both of them are master, but both of them are from different sources and both will have unique records. That's why you have to select one-to-one relationship in that case. Now the next thing is, the last one is many-to-many relationship. There may be some cases the top table will have many records and also the bottom table will also have many records. In that case, you can use the many-to-many relationship. If I select this one, it has given information that this relationship has cardinality many to many. This should only be used if it is expected that neither column country region code, this one, and country region code, this one, contains unique values, and that the significantly different behavior many to many relationship is understood. So we'll walk through all these things in the later of this video. Now for this case, the relationship is many to one. So you need to make this relationship active to work the actual DAX calculation and all. And achieve referential integrity, it is used in Azure Analysis Services and SQL Analysis Services. So I'm not going to cover this feature in this video. The next thing is on the right side, if you see this one, the cross filter direction, it is set to both or we can set to single here. The thing is, if you select both and if you use the slicer or table, any kind of filtration, if you select in country region table, it will also filter in the sales territory. If you select on sales territory, it will also filter on country region. That's the use of this both the table. And if you select the single, then it will consider with the master table, that is country region. If you select only in the country region, it will have an effect on sales territory. If you select something on sales territory, it will not have any effect on the country region. Is the cross filter direction. And the thing is, if you select one to one, say for example, if I select the sales by group, if I select one to one, by default it will select the both. And if I select single here, then the filter direction you selected isn't valid for this relationship. Because if you select one to one, you have to select the cross filter direction as both. Okay. The next thing is the many to one and one to many, both of them will act the same way. And many to many. In many to many, you have to select which single the country region filters the sales group, or the sales group filters the country, or both of them filters is together. If you know SQL Server, it is similar to the joins, and this is something like left outer join, and this is something like right outer join, and this is full outer join. And the last thing is apply security filter in both the directions. This will help if you use the row level security in Power BI. I've made a video about row level security in Power BI. If you haven't seen that, just click on the link given on top of your screen. Now coming back to this one, apply security filter in both the direction means if a user has rights to country region and he doesn't have the rights to sales territory, in that case, if you select this one, apply security filter in both the direction means, then the Power BI will allow the user to extract the data from the sales territory table as well. Now I think we have covered all the relationship cardinality, cross filter direction, and apply security filters, everything between the relationship in each and every table. Now let's look at the practical situation, how it reacts to the relationship. So these are the data here. In this I have this sales territory slicer and this is a country region slicer. It will have all the countries and this will have only the sales related countries. So if I select US here, then it filters on country region and it shows the value of the US. And in country region, this table is from sales territory, this table is from sales group, and this is the country region. So it filters all the data and the values are correct. Now I go to this one Australia. It just filters the value of Australia here. If I'm removing again here and if I select Australia in this slicer, this will also gives me the data. So country region, now let's go to the relationship and country region, edit. Instead of both, I am going to select one, means single. So click OK. So select Australia here. See here, it is not going to filter the country region table. If I select Australia here in this slicer, it is going to filter this one. Because if you look at this relationship, many to one, so and the direction is single. The single means it will just fetch the master information and it's not going to make an impact if we select on the sales territory. Like this is the sales territory slicer and this is a country slicer. If I select the country slicer, then it going to affect in all the visuals on this page. Whereas if I select the sales territory slicer, it will have an impact on all this one, but it doesn't have an impact on this country region because this is the master table and the relationship is on single direction. So I'm selecting Australia here. It filters the Australia value here in these two, but it's not an impact on the region slicer as well as this the table because both of them are from the country region table. If I select Australia on country region, it will have an impact on this slicer, sales territory, and this also sales territory value, and then sales by group as well. Now changing the relationship to again in both the direction. So edit sales territory and country region, and the cross filter direction is both. Click OK, and then close. I'm deselecting this one, and I'm going to select Australia from sales territory table. Then see here, it filters the country region as well as in this table because the filter direction we have set to both. So we have covered the one to many and many to one and the single direction and both the direction. Now let's have a look at the many to many. So for example, I'm going to add one more value here. The country region code is US, and here I want to make as USA. Click OK, and if you click on apply and close, then we will get a message here. Column country region code in table country region contains a duplicate value of US. Just now we have created this one, and this is not allowed for columns on the one side of many to one relationship or for the column that are used as the primary key of a table. So we are used the relationship as many to one. In that case, the US is duplicated here. So we can't able to use this one. So we need to change the relationship method. So I'm just closing this one and go back to this manage relationship. I am going to edit this one. Instead of many to one, I am going to select many to many, and filter direction is applied to both. So click OK. Close and apply. Now let's filter the US in sales territory. It gives the two data here. One is for USA 2 and one is for United States. Whereas in country region it says only one, but in country list it shows two. Now let's filter in country region table the code US. Here also the same result. Now click on manage relationship and edit. Instead of both, if you select country region filters the sales territory. So click single and OK and close. Country region filters the sales territory. Country region filters the sales territory. So its filter is this value. If I untick here and if I select US in sales territory, so it doesn't have an effect on this country region and this table as well. If I select manage relationship and then edit, if I select this one, sales territory filters the country region, click OK and then close. You can see here it just filters the country region here. And if I remove this here and if I select the US in this country region, it's going to filter the data between this, but it doesn't have an impact on this table and this table as well. So better to keep it both here. If you notice this one, if I select the US here, even though it is showing the duplicate values here, but on the total side it is not showing the duplicates, it just shows the one value here. So comparison between this is, if you look at the right side table, the US is 264111059 and it shows the same value here. So these are the differences between the one to many, many to one, many to many and one to one. As I described before, it will be useful when we have two separate data sources and two masters. And I hope you got a brief idea about the relationship between the tables in Power BI and how you need to set the relationship between them. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. If you have any queries and feedback, just post it on the comment section below. Share it with your friends and colleagues. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.